up, everyone? Welcome to Minorly Important, the podcast where we talk about minor league sports. We're presented by Georgetown Entertainment. I'm your host, Kevin Marlow. I'm joined here by my co-host, Dylan Little. Dylan, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Just living life, like I say, every week. Running after two, I guess now 5-year-olds. Crazy, they're 5 now.
Dang, 5.
But it's crazy.
Remember when they were born.
Right. You remember, yeah.
I do.
Let's see.
I know how that goes. Trust me, I know how that's
You're
going.
new to it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. But no, they just finished up T-ball, which was fun. Other than that, yeah, nothing too crazy. How about you, man?
Cool. I'm good. She is just growing like a weed. And everything is just, she's starting to really, really recognize all of this stuff around her. We got her some balloons, and dude, she is just freaking in love with that. She just, it is great. But other than that, nothing else is new on my end. It's kind of the same as usual. We've just been super busy, guys. We want to apologize right now about the kind of sporadic releases and stuff like that. We're trying to stay as current as possible, but it's just been hectic. But hey, we're also joined here by Ryan Baker. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Kevin. I'm great. I'm glad to be here. Watching some World Cup football.
Yeah.
Right now. There we go. We're cultured here at Minorly Important. I'm also rocking my Special Olympics National Games shirt from 4 years ago as that kicks off this upcoming week. But yeah, no, lots of great things going on in the world. And so how are you, Kevin? I heard you're busy being a dad and all.
Yeah. Yes, I am. I am very busy, as I said, because you heard. But other than that, no Colin tonight. He is also being a dad right now.
Yeah, I guess being a dad's busy, huh?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got a dog.
No,
you're a dog dad.
Mac died like 2 weeks ago.
Bro, sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay. It was really sad 2 weeks ago. We're getting over it. I'm not crying. Yeah.
All right. I can't tell if this is humorous or not.
No, he really is. I can go get his box.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's
no,
fine.
His urn, it's right over there.
No,
so he was feeling sick about two Saturdays ago. Wasn't feeling well. And on Sunday he was having a rough day. Or no, 2 Sundays ago he wasn't feeling well. Then Monday he had a rough day, and then Tuesday morning at 3 a.m. he woke me up and was very sick. And we took him to the emergency vet, Knives, down in Fort Wayne, off like Maple Crest in St. Joe. And he had a couple growths in him, and it wasn't good. So we basically were told if he has the surgery, he's a 20% chance of waking up. Otherwise, and it'll only extend his life about 2 months. So they said the smart thing, or the humane thing to do would be to have him euthanized. So, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Yeah, man, sorry to hear that.
It was very traumatizing. It was a rough week or so, but he's not in pain. So, we gotta keep on keeping on and look at the world in a positive view.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, bud,
you don't have to put that part of the podcast. That's kind of a downer.
No, it gives us a look into
it's good.
Real life.
It's good, yeah.
Real life.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, thanks, Ryan, for giving us a view into your personal life there. We're very sorry, and I'm sure so are the fans. Maybe we need to make a Mac shirt for the merch store.
You say this. Colin had a band that he was in.
I know.
So I'm sure that I happen to have that T-shirt. I'm sure there's an image out there somewhere that we can get.
Oh, yeah. But all right. Well, guys, as you heard me say in the intro, tonight we are brought to you by Georgetown Entertainment.
This episode, if I can read tonight, golly, I'm sorry, people. So this episode is brought to you by Georgetown Entertainment, Fort Wayne's all-in-one entertainment destination with bowling, arcade games, unique attractions, and great food. Visit georgetownentertainment.com to plan your next fun night out.
Awesome. Thanks, Dylan. All right. So, again, thanks, Georgetown Entertainment. I do want to give a special shout out to our friends over at the Noblesville Boom and Chris Taylor, primarily there. Our friend who, Chris is the GM. We want to give him a special shout out for the gifts he sent us. We are trying to outfit as much minor league sports memorabilia as possible to hang up behind us. And you might notice that my TJ Leaf jersey is gone, and it is now replaced with a Justin Anderson game-worn and signed jersey. Friend of the Drumline, Justin Anderson. So we hung his jersey up. But that's not all he gave us. He also sent us a game-worn and autographed Ed Sumner jersey. So that's super dope. Yep. I mean, all authentic, super cool. And then on top of that, we got the Steph Hicks jersey retirement sign that hangs above the door of the Boom locker room. Now, it's not the one that hangs up. That one's still there. But they made a couple spares. I don't know if they were going to put them somewhere else and didn't end up doing it, but they had a backup. And Chris knew that we are friends with Steph, so they sent it over to us. So we are super thankful for that, as we are starting to put a pile of memorabilia together of minor league sports stuff so we can put that in the studios. Eventually, the plan is to have our own one-room studio so we can have all of this stuff hanging up and display it, kind of like a minor league museum, if you will. But we've got a bunch of crazy ideas for that. Maybe at some point attached to the studio, we will put the Minor League Hall of Fame, and that'll be part of that. So, but yeah, so other than that, busy as it's been here for us. We are in the depth of the Calder Cup Finals. Kind of thought it was going to be over real quick.
Me too, man. Yeah.
And then, so recap here. Kansas City won the first two games by a combined score of 11-2. It was insane. Did not look like it was going to go that long. I thought it was going to be over in 4 or 5. Well, then they went back to the swamp, and Florida came back, won game 3, 3-2 in overtime, won game 4, 3-2 in overtime, and won game 5. I don't remember the score off the top of my head, but insane. They have come back and taken a 3-2 lead. And if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you have probably seen that we have been making these like movie-esque looking posters for each game, for a pregame and a postgame one that describes what's happened in the cinematic universe of the Maverick versus the Gators. So go check us out on Facebook and check that out. And we are right now in part 6 of the saga. Will there be a part 7?
We'll see.
We'll see tonight. So that game is just dropped right now. We'll get that going up here. We're not going to show it to you, but I will have it going on my screen, because we'll give you live updates.
Yes.
So, all right. So, Ryan, any news in MILB?
Well, the MILB is going great. The Tin Caps games have been a blast this year. They've struggled a little bit early, but it's always early in the season. And like we said before, MILB is not about winning. However, everyone, coming up in Fort Wayne is none other than Harry Potter night. For those of us who are Harry Potter fans as children, because that was our time, right? That was
children.
like right in the
I read the books at least 5 times a year.
Trying not to get judged by a lot of our viewers right now, okay? We're trying to, make ourselves a little less nerdy. But Harry Potter Night's coming up.
Hey.
No, Throwback Wizards Night was fantastic at the Tin Caps game.
I love that night. Shout out to our friend, Colin Kirshner, the Mad Ant that makes an appearance as Dinger the Dragon. So shout out, Colin. Hey, score update as I pulled it up right now. Florida is beating Kansas City 1-0.
Let's go.
Right now, Florida has 5 shots on goal. Kansas City has none, with 16-16 left in the first period. Will the Gator finish off the Maverick, or will we get a 7th movie? Part of me, man, I wish we had the ability to film that and just shoot the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be fantastic.
We gotta start doing them for the AHL, for the Calder Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How much of a choke job is this gonna be for the Mavericks?
Pretty crazy. Going up, what, you said 11-2? Or 11 goals to 2 goals in the first 2 games?
Yep.
And then just dropping, what, will be 4 in a row?
If they lose tonight, 4 straight. Yes.
That's crazy, yeah.
They haven't even gotten a shot on goal in 5 minutes.
We'll see, man.
This just goes to show you how good Florida is. The Everblades are just a dynasty right now.
Really are. I feel like they've won how many in the last couple of years?
So this is their 4th finals in 5 years.
Yeah, something like that. That's
and I think this
crazy.
would be. I think it would be 3. I think this would be 3. Yeah. I mean, oh gosh. Oh, good save. Good save. Almost another one. That should be 7. Also, I'm going to make a comment here on the Flow broadcast done by the Mavericks while Fort Wayne was playing. Did anybody else notice that on a Fort Wayne power play, it was FK power play, not FW?
No.
I didn't notice that, no.
And theirs were KC. It wasn't like they were doing Fort Wayne Comets, so the first letter of each name. It was KC power play or Fort K or FK power play. So
Fort Comets.
Yeah, it was weird.
That does sound pretty cool, though. Fort
Comets. It should have been it should have been KM for Kansas City Mavericks.
Right.
I will say that, Also, the fact that their camera, as I'm looking at it, is angled slightly towards the left side of the rink. The camera is on, I think, the blue line.
Instead of center ice.
Of the left side. Yeah.
Silly.
Yes. However, I will give them this. Their cameras are way better than the Coliseum cameras.
Yeah, they kind of suck.
Yeah.
I love the Coliseum, but those cameras are garbage. I'm pretty sure we had better footage shots than those cameras. And the Comets can't really do anything about it. However, I will say this. The Coliseum is still one of my favorite venues. I love it. It is.
Building. Coliseum is a fantastic venue.
They just need to upgrade their AV equipment.
I can say I've never been to.
It's not that expensive. That's what I don't understand. Right. For us, for the average person, it's expensive, but
you can get good 4K camera for crying out loud. This can shoot 4K at 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
This. I don't know. I feel like they should upgrade. That should be a requirement for the Flow broadcasts.
Right. You would think.
There are so much inconsistencies in the Flow broadcast, and it's really not Flow's fault. But if you watch, I've started watching some of the AHL since I've gotten my Flow subscription. You start watching some of the AHL broadcasts, they're so much clearer because all of them have good AV equipment. There's got to be a way to do that. There has to be a way.
Especially when it's in the same city as, Sweetwater, who can, just right down the road. Be like, hey, here.
Yeah, it's not like Sweetwater. If only they would sponsor the con. I don't know.
Right. It's not like
It's
a
not
Sweetwater
like-
Ice or,
Yeah.
It's not like Sweetwater's logo isn't in EA Sports. Like, when you play as the Comets, that logo just pops right up on the screen. Like,
somebody needs to get Chuck on the phone and be like, yo.
you know,
Like, do you see how poor this looks?
Can you remedy this, please?
and you know what? Look at Fort Wayne FC. When you are watching those games on ESPN Plus, fantastic. Like,
Agreed.
great camera angles. They've got cameras all over the place. I am so looking forward to that Jumbotron. It is almost done. Like, they are starting to put the
Yeah.
video pieces into the
I
board.
saw. Yeah.
And by the way, gents, I have finally filed my paperwork and am back on the drum squad. So,
Are you?
Yeah.
Ryan left.
Good job. Yeah, this just isn't a good time right now. Not a good time. Pretty busy with the new job and all.
Yeah.
I do miss it. It was a lot of fun. I would definitely go back maybe, in the future.
The three of you should all come back. Here's the great thing. The pregame show right now, because they don't have the stadium done, right now they're not doing the pregame show, which is both sad, but also makes it so much easier to do because you just show up for the game, drum, and leave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean-
I didn't think about that. Well, maybe we should.
Cliff will probably take you for the remainder of the season.
We know a
that's
guy.
the problem is I'm so dang busy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get off work till 6 now.
Yeah. They have it budgeted for like 6 guys.
Dang.
Yeah.
Stepping up in the world.
I think Fort Wayne FC, that stadium, I cannot wait. I cannot
man.
wait
It'll
for it
be
to
fun.
be finished so we can go and do our stadium tour
Mm-hmm.
in glorious fashion. By that point, we do want to just let everybody know we have completely upgraded all of our rigs. We have a really nice new camera, so we can shoot with 2 DSLR style cameras. One's a mirrorless, so it's not a DSLR per se, but it's really nice 4K.
Better.
And 2 stabilizers, along with all of our phones that we can use. So, minorly important is taking off. We are super excited for everything going on. And we just want to thank you guys, the fans, for giving that to us. It's crazy the stuff that we get to do. And thanks to you. And like, I mean, I know for some of you that are watching, you may not know who Justin Anderson is, but like for Dylan and I, like that was one of those guys that like interacted with the Drumline and we all love. I have his bobblehead. And if you watch the Dan Vance episode where we interviewed Dan, Dan talks about how much of a great guy he was, and to have his jersey hanging behind me is just awesome.
It's huge. It's awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Like that's a huge piece of minorly important and Mad Ant Drummer history, and we're just excited to have that piece in the collection. And we want more. And we don't just want Fort Wayne area sports. So if you guys know anybody that's got pieces that would love to, like, we don't have a huge budget, but anything, we're talking anything, like little, like, posters, patches, like things. We just want stuff that we can represent your teams behind us. Because this isn't just a Fort Wayne area sports podcast. This is a full minor league sports across the entire country podcast.
That's the goal.
So, yep. So we want to bring you as much as possible. So if you guys have connections to that, please let us know, and we'll see what we can work out and stuff like that. So
Yeet.
On that note, we are in the Calder Cup Finals as well in the AHL.
Crazy.
So we have the Chicago Wolves versus the Toronto Marlies. And the Chicago Wolves had a huge comeback against the Colorado Eagles. Colorado won't be stealing that cup this year.
Nope.
So I think it was down 3-2 and traveling to Colorado. And Chicago came back and won games 6-7.
Nice.
Came back and won. So
Pretty cool.
shout
They
out
better
to
beat those
them.
Canadians.
Darn
Right now
Canadians.
the series is tied 1-1. So the Wolves versus the Marlies, for the Calder Cup. So that's where we're at with that. We also have the UFL. Ryan, you want to give us an update for the championship of that one?
In the UFL, the inaugural season for the Louisville Kings, however you want to pronounce it today. Louisville Kings.
Louisville.
The inaugural season for the Louisville Kings ended with a championship, knocking off the DC Defenders, also known as the team with the longest beer snake. Defeated them 27-20 to claim the 2026 UFL championship at Audi Field in Washington, D.C.
Nice.
The expansion team, it was their first season. Knocked off the defending champs with five former Ravens players as coaches.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So shout out them. Just all sorts of championships going on right now. One that I want to talk about is the Kelly Cup Final. Or not the Kelly Cup. One I want to talk about is the Stanley Cup Finals, and one in particular player. I want to talk about the Hurricanes' backup goalie that came in and changed the entire thing is Busse. Oh my gosh. The only game he lost was when he came in for Freddie Anderson and lost on a fluke own goal.
Freddie Anderson. Ugh.
The funny thing is some former Maple Leaf finally won a cup, no matter what happened. The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Ducks fans don't forget his implosions in the playoffs.
Duck never forgets.
That's right.
But no, it's pretty cool that an AHL goalie got called up as the backup, and went in and
so he had 111 AHL games. Was called up, played as the backup this year as their number 2 behind Freddie Anderson, who through most of the playoffs stood pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing can be said with Hart for Vegas.
Still mattered.
And then they switched, and those last 3 games, he stood on his head. One of them he couldn't come back because literally 4-0. They almost came back and won in overtime. But that's so cool. And from what I understand is in 2020, he was working part-time at Chipotle.
Nice.
Working part-time at Chipotle, makes the AHL, goes on to win the Stanley Cup, and is the only rookie to ever have a shutout in a Stanley Cup final game.
Nice.
And that's why going to minor league sports, you don't know who you're going to see. So, Ryan, speaking of that, can you tell us how many minor league hockey, our former minor league hockey players were in the Stanley Cup Finals?
Yeah, so the main ones we have Brandon Busse, like we talked about, Carolina Hurricanes, played for the Maine Mariners and the Providence Bruins. Jalen Chatfield for the Hurricanes was a defenseman who was a member of the AHL 2022 Calder Cup champion Chicago Wolves. And then as well as prospects who were called up throughout the series, throughout the playoffs, Jackson Blake and Pavel Durofev during the postseason. So those were both people called up for Carolina. On ice officials, Stanley Cup featured several referees and linesmen with developmental backgrounds. Gene Hebert, Wes McCauley, as we all know, and Chris Rooney, Trent Knorr, and Matt McPherson were all former minor league refs.
Super cool.
I have never loved a ref more than Wes McCauley.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he's fantastic.
I love it when he comes out and he's like, 5 minutes for fighting. And just his calls are fantastic. What's even better is when he doesn't shut the mic off when he's yelling at a player.
Oh, yeah.
And he is he is that ref that everybody loves.
Right.
And I feel like he calls very fair games.
Yeah, from what I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to shout out the refs from the Stanley Cup Finals. I didn't feel like there was very much of any like discrepancy or any horrendous call that cost somebody a game. Like, I felt like it was a very fairly called series, which is pretty rare. Normally I'm sitting there going, wow, that call, I have no clue like what happened. Like that was one of the best called Stanley Cup Finals. I also think it was one of the best Stanley Cup Finals as far as parody, drama. Like, it was just a really well played Stanley Cup Finals.
Did you know Wes McCauley used to play in the ECHL?
No,
Really?
who do you play for?
Knoxville back in '93.
I want to
I was born.
If you know Wes McCauley, I would love it if you could get him in contact with us, because we would love to have Wes McCauley on the podcast.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. McPherson worked the ECHL finals
Nice.
in 2010 and 2011. Hebert worked the 2010 Kelly Cup finals. And yeah, McCauley was in the ECHL in 2000 and 2001 finals as well as an official. So,
yeah, that's
wow. Wes
super
McCauley's
cool.
been around for a long time. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
That long.
Right.
No, but at that, I want to find out a game nearby that Wes McCauley is reffing, and I think we should all go wear ref jerseys and cheer for him.
Yes.
Be hilarious if it's like at a Blue Jackets game where none of us, like, they're not playing the Hawks or the Ducks or the Red Wings, and we just all go there to cheer for Wes McCauley.
Yeah.
I think that would be hilarious. Have you also seen one of the games where Will Ferrell is sitting ringside at a Kings game in full ref gear? Somehow he got, like, it is the Fanatics NHL refs jersey. Somehow he got the like an on ice refs jersey with the helmet.
I was gonna say there's not much Will Ferrell can't get his hands on.
Somehow.
Yeah. No, and like he's sitting there, and they came up and interviewed him, and he's like, I've taught these guys everything they know. I'm the backup ref tonight, so if I have to, I got my skates right here. I'll strap them on and go out. But like, I think everything's a really fair game. I'm just kind of auditing everything tonight, and like just the stuff that Will Ferrell does, either courtside or rinkside at games, is just fantastic.
Agreed.
Also, speaking of celebrities, I'm gonna rant here for a second. I can fully appreciate celebrity fans being at games and being like maybe invited back to the locker room. I do not think celebrity fans should be getting, and this is my understanding, so if you guys know different, please let me know and I will eat my words. I don't think celebrities should be getting the free hats and shirts from a championship. And I also don't think they should be going back and getting professional photos taken with the trophy. And this happened. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Ben Stiller. I get it. Yeah. The Knicks haven't won anything in forever. As much as it kills me as a Pacers fan to say congratulations. There were several NBA G League players, former G League players on both rosters.
Big time. To be exact.
3 big times, yeah.
3. We have Keldon Johnson, played with the Austin Spurs, 19 and 20. Julian Champagne was a 2-way player for the Austin Spurs, and Miles McBride was a rotating guard in the 2026 championship, played his development in the G League to refine his 3-point shooting. So.
Yeah, Keldon Johnson was a Kentucky guy, so I know he tried the waters, didn't quite make it, and they sent him down to the G, but yeah, pretty sweet.
And he made his way back up, and now has... Yep, so like, I don't feel like that is for celebrities.
No,
that time. Like, if they go back and like they let him hold the Lario and all of that, like, cool. But I don't feel like Ben Stiller walking into the area that was meant for players to get them and their families to get their picture taken with the Larry O'Brien. I don't feel like that's for him. And I also don't think that he can afford the hat and shirt. Maybe he did. Maybe they did pay for it. Maybe he just had like an inside and bought it right there. Like, maybe there's something at an NBA Finals game that they have them ready and available to sell at like an NBA like merch store.
Right.
Yeah. Well, those guys all attend for free. Like Ben Stiller did not pay for a single ticket.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
See, and that also upsets me because those guys can afford it.
Right.
Do you know how long I waited for the Indiana Pacers to make an NBA Finals? It's only happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I worked for the company. I know people that were in management. I had no shot at getting a ticket, even if I paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that, like...
But you're not Ben Stiller.
Right. I know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... It's who you know in the world, right? Like, we get into ECHL games, so basically, we're like the ECHL Ben Stillers, okay?
Woo!
I'm not gonna lie. I want to be I want the show to be like the minor league sports Pat McAfee show.
It'd be sweet.
I think that would be hilarious.
It would actually be funny.
That would be funny. But all right. So now moving on, now that we've kind of gone through all of that,
we're missing one thing.
What are we missing, Ryan?
The World Cup.
Well, no, that's where I was heading next.
That's what he's gonna head to that. Yeah.
Sorry.
But first,
Ryan, I T-boned Kevin on his way to the World Cup.
Ryan, do you have a rant before we go to the World Cup?
Yeah, so this one's really weird. So I apologize ahead of time. So, okay.
Dylan and I just like lean back.
Get ready. So I'm at the YMCA yesterday. Okay, because I'm trying to better myself physily. Okay, going to the gym,
Ryan.
trying to eat better. We're drinking water on the pod.
Heck
not beer. So okay, I'm working out. Towards the end of my workout, I drank a lot of water. Had to go to the bathroom. Okay, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Auburn YMCA, but the urinals do not have the divider in between them. Okay, so I get there, I do my whole thing where you like shimmy to the side, so it's like the walls right here, you're shimmied this way, so old Gary next to you can't look over at you, right? So I do that. I do the proper thing because we're a proper country, right? Or so I thought at the time.
Yeah.
This older gentleman comes in, unzips his pants, starts using the bathroom, puts his hands on his head, and is just peeing in the urinal. And I'm sitting there like, what's going on here? So, of course, I do my thing, get done, turn this way, because I'm not turning this way, because old man Johnson's sitting there putting out a fire. And so I make my way over, wash my hands, and, and so he gets done, and as I wash my hands, he gets next to me on the sink, and I just shook my head. Like, didn't look at him, I'm just like, come on, man. That's wrong. So anyway, where I'm getting at is, guys, if there's not a divider, so for those of you who've ever been to a Cubs game in their gross troughs.
Horrible.
Like, no one wants to see your Johnson. Don't be showing your stuff off like that. And come on. It's gross. It's weird. It's awkward. Just do the turn. And if you're an establishment that doesn't have the dividers, get the dividers.
Right.
Like, and especially at sporting events, like if somebody's drunk, they're going to pee on they could pee on you if there's no dividers. I don't want to get peed on, okay? Like, come on. Come on, guys. This is outlandish. We're a proper country. Put dividers in your bathrooms. And, just whatever. Wherever we go from there. Anyway, part 2, we're in a sauna. Okay? The YMCA has a sauna.
Before part 2, tie game, 1-1.
Tie game 1-1. Perfect.
Yep.
2 goals, 2 parts. There we go. We're in the. I go to the sauna next because it's good for your heart or blood pressure, whatever the sauna is good for. I don't know. I just know you need to sit in there for like 20 minutes. If anybody from the YMCA is watching, I only sat in there for 15, like the sign says. Anyway, So the sauna now is in a public area, right? It's in the it's right by the pool, so it's open to the men and the women. With that said, gentlemen, you shouldn't strip down to your undies if you're going to be in the sauna. Okay? There are a lot of people that go in there, and no one wants to see you in your whitey tighties, all sweaty, dripping all over the wood in there. Okay?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Not a good look. It's gross.
Yep.
All right. See, I wouldn't be allowed at Planet Fitness because here I am judging these people. We have to be proper, guys. Come on. It's not the 70s anymore. We're not a bathhouse. Get over it. That's all I got.
That's good. That's good.
Not sport. Okay, so it is sports related because
It is. Yeah.
It's like physical activity. So there we go. That's how we're tying it back in.
Goal is under review.
Yes.
Just right there. They are reviewing it. All right. So now moving on.
Soccer.
To the world's game.
Football.
Football.
Yes.
Once every 4 years, you gotta call it football.
The World Cup. So, right now, I want to say the U.S. looked real good. The U.S. looked real good.
Paraguay.
I don't know if they're going to win the cup. I'm not going to say they're going to win the cup. I do think they look pretty strong in the group. I also want to say, holy Germany, Batman. 7-1.
Holy Germany, Batman.
Germany has about 3 World Cups worth of failures that they're trying to come back from right now. So
yeah,
they're going to be on a tear.
Yeah, I just 7-1.
Crazy.
It was 1-0. Curacao came back, tied it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is what I love. I love pure chaos. No goal. So still 1-0 Florida. I love pure chaos in the World Cup. I root for the underdogs, and I was like, if Curacao beats Germany or at least ties them, this is going to be hilarious. Germany took that personal.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And came back and put 6 more in the net. Like, I thought the U.S. being up 4-1 was a thing. Wait, so if it was a no goal, but there's a penalty, I'm going to have to go back and watch this with the sound on and get that explanation. This is dumb. I don't know how, decline the penalty and take the, football rules here.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I think Germany made their statement. The fact that, granted, it is Curacao. It's a small island nation. But that hasn't stopped some. There have been some crazy games so far. I mean, the Morocco and Brazil game was fantastic.
Yeah, those are 2 top 10 teams in the world.
Yeah, that was kind of
top 5 now. I don't think
that was one of the crazy. That was one of the crazy, pre-tournament matchups that everybody's like, "That's a first round." Dang.
First game too. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, it was just a well-fought battle. It was really, really good. There was some controversy in the Swiss game. They got a penalty on what should have been called offsides. So that was crazy. And now they have automated VAR with there's AI generated VAR for offside. So it'll tell the linesman whether or not they're offsides.
That's crazy.
And he can call it. And then they've been showing you a graphic that it's either onside or offsides on anything that's close. They hadn't shown that graphic yet. They just ruled it onside. So that's the one controversy, and it's probably because they don't want to 1-1. They got a power play goal.
There we go.
Yeah, but they don't. Everybody's they're probably not wanting to admit that the AI messed up.
Yeah.
So, but I really, really think that the this has been a fantastic World Cup so far, and we're not even through round the first set of games yet. And it's just crazy. I think the U.S. has done a really good job of hosting it. So far, seems very good. I feel bad for any of the fans that were in New York that had no clue what was going on when Knicks fans took to the streets.
Right. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that reel. Oh, goodness. Like in
also,
the country for one day.
They're really not in New York.
Right.
They were in New Jersey.
I did see somebody say that there's a possibility that the U.S. may play England on July 4th, which would be crazy for the 250th anniversary, but, we'll see.
I want it.
Right.
FIFA, I don't care what you have to do. Make
Speaking of 250,
that happen. All right.
Leaving Bitcoin behind.
But the big thing right now, there are 4 USL Champions players playing in the World Cup right now. How cool is that? 4. Ryan, who do we have?
Well, speaking of Curacao, we have a couple players from Curacao playing in there. Playing for Haiti is Carl Santi, midfielder of the El Paso Locomotive. Eloy Room, goalkeeper for Curacao. He had a rough time.
Yeah, he did.
We're not going to talk about that. Duke LaCroix, midfield and defender for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Also playing for Haiti. And then Jurgen Locadia, forward from Curacao. Looking at the United States, former USL experienced players, Tyler Adams, Gio Reyna had the 4th goal of the night, as well as the son of Claudio Reyna, former U.S. captain, and current U.S. captain Tim Ream.
Wow.
USL League 2 alumni from Canada, Joel Waterman.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, there's some alumni there.
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And again, just showing you that the guys you watch here in minor league sports are moving up.
Heck yeah.
So, all right. So right now, we are not even through the first round of games. But I believe if we were doing, if put everybody in a super group, I think the U.S. would be 3rd right now because they're up 3 points. I think one person won 5-1. They won 4-1. I believe. I think that's where they're at right now. So that is where we would be at. The U.S. would be ranked 3rd right now. I mean, that could be changing as games are going on at the time of this recording. So USA plays Australia Friday. And here's the crazy thing. So if Turkey loses...
Turkey.
If
they don't want to be involved with the bird anymore. Because turkey is a very stupid bird. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
The bird will look up when it's raining and drown. Which is why America has the bald eagle and not the turkey.
Amen.
Because the turkey was this close to being our bird. Okay. Then they're like, hey, that bird's really stupid. We don't want that.
So instead we eat it.
We're gonna eat those things.
We need this other bird about eating.
Yeah, we need this other bird that's protected and majestic.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
No, so if USA beats Australia and Turkey beats Paraguay.
Is this legit? Are you playing games with us right now? Turkey.
Well, guess what? I'm going to call him Turkey.
Yeah, good call. Me too. Yep.
So if Paraguay ties or beats Turkey and the U.S. beats Australia, we automatically have won the group.
Okay, so very good. Very good. Turkey officially changes its international name to Turkey in 2022 following a formal request to the United Nations because they wanted to rebrand to better reflect the Turkish culture and values while officially distancing the nation's name from the Thanksgiving bird and derogatory dictionary slang in English.
Turkey.
Goodness, so we just did
Okay.
like all the things. Yeah.
That's legit, okay? In 2022, of all the things we could have been worried about, Turkey is like, hey, we gotta do something here.
And you know what's hilarious is nobody calls them that. They still call them turkey.
Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Gobble gobble.
All right.
I didn't know that was that's funny. That's a derogatory English term.
Yep.
I'm gonna start calling people turkeys. Am I gonna get canceled for that?
You jive turkey.
Oh, from semi-pro. Hold on, though. Nobody called nobody a JT. For those of you who haven't seen semi-pro with Will with
Oh,
Ferrell,
goodness. Will Ferrell,
it
yeah,
is-
tie back.
Hey, and that's
Look
right
at that.
along. That's a minor league
Hey.
sport. It's fantastic.
We need to do a
We need Will
a watch
Ferrell on.
along. Or sorry.
If we get Will Ferrell on,
So
or the guy for the Red Hot Chili Peppers who looks just like Will Ferrell.
The drummer, yeah. Chad, whatever
Chad
his name
Smith. We should get
Yeah.
Chad Smith on here as
Good
Will
ones.
Ferrell.
is.
And what we should do is then dog on Will Ferrell, but talk great about Chad Smith while Chad Smith is playing Will Ferrell. That'd be hilarious.
Yes, I think it'd be great. I think we would do very well.
I should have said something a while back before this podcast was even around to Chad Smith when he was at work. So,
Have you ever
All
seen
right.
him again?
yeah. So, all right. Well, guys, just want to thank you. This has been a fun, random, weird episode.
Very, very
Uh,
random, but fun.
So,
Knowledge-
shorter.
You've all learned. You all learned something.
Yes.
Turkey.
Turkey. That's going to be a short for real.
Yeah, it is.
Dylan, we might need to put that one just plastered on the website.
They have an appliance line named Becco. So like we have Google Kansas. They
Yeah.
have like Becco is their Google. So they have like a Becco University where people learn how to service and sell their Becco appliances. They're actually pretty decent. So
That's
Well,
cool.
little tidbit.
Anybody
Sorry.
else think maybe we should have a shirt that relates to Turkey?
It'd be something.
I think it would go well.
All right. Well, guys, tonight's closing question then. Out of all of the jerseys that you have seen from the World Cup, what kit do you think is the best? Dylan, I will give you a short
USA.
time. I will give you a short time to look at some kits while Ryan gives us an extended answer to buy you time.
Okay, we're gonna give an extended answer. So we're gonna go with my family's land of Scotland.
Okay.
Okay, I was confused
one?
yesterday.
Which one?
The red ones.
Okay. I like the
I was
black
like, why?
ones.
I do like the black ones, but the red ones, I was like, come on, guys. Blue, black, and white. That's all we should be wearing. But anyway, the red were pretty great. Now, Mexico, if we're going off of like opening, Mexico had some sweet jerseys on. But yeah. But then, I mean, if you want to go with like the basic, like the historically cool, I mean, you have to go with the Netherlands.
Netherlands are cool.
Because they have those bright orange jerseys. They've had the same jerseys for like 500 years.
Didn't fare very well for them, did it?
No. I'm really excited to see what Portugal comes out with on, I think that's Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't looked ahead to any of these. Germany's have been pretty cool. Norway's, they're iffy. I'm not a fan of the USA ones. Croatia's look cool.
Really? You don't like the USA ones? Dylan, do you have an answer yet?
I'm kind of scrolling through them right now. Just found a little website that has them all. The first one I saw that I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool, was Argentina, I believe.
Yeah.
Argentina does have cool kits.
Yeah, like their away kit is like pretty sweet looking. I don't know if you can see that.
ESPN has them ranked from 104th to 1st.
So it's
Who,
everybody's like home and away kits. I'm looking through some of them.
Oh, Argentina aways are dope.
They're dope as all get out. Yeah.
How did USA get 5th? That's
money. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
What?
France? No, theirs are boring. Japan has some sweet away kits.
Can I also just real quickly chime in on Japan? Shout out to their fans and their players for how well they leave a stadium and a locker room.
And Jameis Winston.
Yes.
Jameis Winston was there wearing a Japan kit, and he's helped them clean up.
That was so cool.
NFL quarterback just walking through the stands, picking stuff up.
Yep.
Oh man, you guys, Uruguay's away Nike is ranked number 1. That's crazy good. All right. Sorry, I ruined everybody's chance to answer. But there you go.
All right, Dylan.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You like Argentina's away jersey?
Argentina's away, I think, is probably my favorite. Yeah. After going through everything I just saw.
I gotta be a homeboy here.
I know.
I like the away kit for the United States. The Stars jersey. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, the dark and the stars. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty sweet.
However, if we're gonna go with a classic jersey, like you gotta go either. I love Germany's or Brazil's. Like they're just classic looks, like
they're
modern twist to a classic look.
Yeah.
But nah. Spain's home pre-match jersey is weird. Nah, I dig Team USA's.
Portugal's away is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Portugal's home one is just basic, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, they changed them up recently.
Yeah, but I still think they're basic.
Saudi Arabia's was pretty cool today.
Brazil's home jersey is not Nike, or away jersey is not Nike. It's Air Jordan.
Nice.
So, yeah. But all right, guys. Well, thanks again for hanging out with us tonight. And thank you to, again, shout out Chris Taylor for the cool merch.
OCT.
And the Boom as well. And thank you guys, most importantly, the listeners, for continuing to support us as we continue to grow. Sorry about the schedule, how it's been kind of sporadic. We've been super busy and trying to also just kind of hone everything in and figure life out here as Colin and I have had new additions. We want to, again, send our condolences to Ryan and his wife over their dog. And everybody tweet at FIFA to somehow make England versus the U.S. on July 4th.
Yes.
I'm praying for that.
I just looked it up, and the odds are like basically 0. Somebody lied to me, but yeah.
It could always happen.
I want whatever what has to happen for that to happen. That would be so cool. USA versus England, July 4th in the United States would be incredible.
Yes, that'd be great.
So from what I'm reading, I'll read what the AI told me. It says, it's not a long shot. Odds is basically 0. July 4th falls on the opening day of round of 16, which hosts exactly 2 matches that day, one in Houston and one in Philly. The Philly round of 16 kicks off at 5, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's a lot to read. I'm not going to read it all. Just cut this out because it's like a lot of nonsense. I can send it to you, Kevin.
Just give us the breakdown. Like, how quickly, like, where would each team have to finish?
Right. So, tracking those feeders, match 74 in Group E winner versus third place team, match 77. See, this is so much to read. I know nothing of what I speak of.
So, Ryan, what group is England in?
Well, let's take a look at the World Cup groups.
Because this may not even be possible.
Yeah, well, because one would
England
have
physically
to
cannot
win
reach either July 4th fixture, no matter how they finish.
England
That
can't.
doesn't make sense.
That's what it says. England's earliest possible knockout date is July 5th.
Womp womp womp.
Okay.
That
So
is
somebody lied
after
to
the
me.
4th.
Yeah,
All
somebody
right.
lied to me.
Minor league
I
report fan said
apologize.
it's after the 4th. They're in a tough group. They got England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
Well, we
Ghana
can
is
say that
always
we fact
scary
check
sleepers.
everything, though.
We did it live here on the show.
I apologize for
Live and
misleading people.
recorded. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, that'd be nice. FIFA, you dropped the ball there. If you're ever gonna fix something, that would have been it. Somehow make it
They had a
USA
chance.
versus England.
Throw their team
On
in the harbor
home
one more
soil.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway, what?
That's right.
So, all right.
Group
Well-
F seems to be the most contentious group in the World Cup.
All right. Well, guys,
Group
it
A
is
pretty tough, too.
getting late. So, we would we'd like to
Time to go to bed.
thank you for watching. Yeah. So, all right. With that being said, Ryan, no Colin tonight. So, what do we say?
Cue the music.
See you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Everyone, let's see.